This is KB and welcome to my solo adventure where today I want to build a cute little sheep farm, a little wool farm. And knowing me, it will have a bit of a dark secret. But before we can get that, I do want to update you on a couple of things that I did off camera between episodes. I built these little floating slabs to limit the trees from becoming big trees. It just helps with wood collection and not having to leave floating trees and working too hard on that. Then what I did is I did some mining. So we have a couple of resources here. And I want to take that because the other thing I did, if I can stop stuttering, is I made a little enchanting setup down here. And I did it off camera because at this point it's so simple to do. Everyone knows how to do that. But I did some enchantments here. So we have Unbreaking 3 Efficiency 4 on the pickaxe. And we have Unbreaking Efficiency 4 on the shovel. Pretty lucky with those. So what I want to do now is either make a sword or an axe. So if I can't make a sword with good enchantments, I will rather make an axe and enchant that. So let's see if we can get lucky before we get into all the grindy bits for this wool farm. See if we can actually enchant something together. So let's see. This is looting 3. You know what? I'm gonna take a gamble on that one. And we get smite and knockback. That is not the worst. I would have wanted some Unbreaking 3 on it, but looting is cool for the start of the game. Okay, so what I need to do is figure out where we're gonna do this and how we're gonna do this and what resources we need. But once I've collected my thoughts, I will meet you at the location. So the plan, as usual, is to build an aesthetic farm on the surface, and then below the surface we're gonna have a fully automated wool farm, which is kind of the dark secret to this little farming village we're developing. And some things I realized is we have these isolated farms and things, so we will work on connecting the whole world at some point. Maybe each little farm has a farmhouse type of thing, or maybe a shop. Like the wheat farm can probably have a bakery close to it. Things like that. We'll play around with that. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and build the walls for the farm that's on the surface. And I did flatten out this area, so we should be good to go. I went with some simple walls for the sheep farm. And I do like the walls. It's a little bit better than I did over there. And I'm realizing that all the farms and everything we're building is a little bit simple. But I mean, we have a farming village here, so we need to keep it that simple, minimalistic, practical type of designs. I have some water and feeding troughs, I think you call them, but I don't know if those are the one that's on top of the surface. We have a tree here because that is where we're gonna be hiding the entrance that goes into the automated wool farm. But what we need to do now is I want to build a little, I keep saying the word little throughout this episode. I just ruined it for you. I need to build some kind of shelter thing for the sheep in case it rains. So I think, how far is fine? Is 3 fine? Will 3 be fine? Let's make it 5. 4, 5. I'm just building over here. I'm just minding my own business. And we have our 4th raid, is it? I only have 2 banners. No, it's my 3rd raid. Yeah, this is the 4th raid. Seriously? That lets me think, is there villagers nearby or do they just come to me then? Do they go to beds? I have no idea. Maybe I made it a village by adding beds all over the place. Do I want to kill them? We get emeralds from it. So I do think it is a smart idea to try and kill them and try and get them to kill themselves. Especially the guy with the banner. So let's... Oh yes, I have my enchanted sword, so that should make quick business here. Quick business. Okay, here's another one. Oh, hello, sir. Bye-bye, sir. Oh yeah, the arrows bounce off, so that will kill the other dudes. Okay, where did you go? Dudes? Are you just traveling through? Should I just mind my own business? Where are they going? I'm gonna kill all of them. Hopefully we can get an emerald or 2 from it. You're making me work here, dudes. You're making me run away from my project. Where's the guy with the banner? There he is. Okay, so we need to try and get the other guys to kill the guy with the banner. So let's go this side. This is normally what I do when I fight them. Just get the other guys to kill the dude with the banner. Otherwise, it triggers the raid. Kill him already. Because if they kill him, then it's simple for me to kill them. There we go. Okay, it seems this is not going to give us any emeralds. But we have another banner. That's cool. I think I'm done with this sheep farm. A nice, tiny, cute little sheep farm. I made this custom tree because we do need a secret place to get down to the farm below. But as you can see, I made this shelter for them, so in case it rains, there's a place to hide. I wanted to put hay in there, but it won't work with the things at the bottom. I did do some light decoration as if they would be hanging around these areas a lot. We do need to get water in there at some point. Can't get food in there because there's no mods in this, so I can't use armor stands to do things with. But now, what we have to do is go downstairs because I cleared out the space for the automatic wool farm, which is a pretty basic farm. It's one of the easiest farms to build, but we want 16 chambers for all of the sheep. So I think what we will start with is I'll lay out the chambers first, and then we can chat about the redstone behind it. I've been working on the chambers so far, and the problem I have now is we need to get grass in here. So as you can see, I wanted to attempt to let the grass grow inside there, but I think I'm going to try and get silk touch because I do have 36 levels, and we can try a shovel. Otherwise, I can try books because we have enough resources to get books. But as you can see, there will be 16 chambers for each kind of wool, and then we will get to the redstone bits in a minute, but first I need to try and get silk touch or get grass inside here. Things are coming along nicely. We are breeding up sheep that we need below. We need 16 sheep, different colors. And at the bottom, I do have the grass in because I finally got my silk touch. It took me maybe 40 minutes to get the iron because I didn't have stock, but now we can get to work. So, this is how it would work. We need to get sheep into this spot. They will be standing here eating that grass. We have adjacent grass then to help this one grow, but now we need to set up the shear system. So we will be observing this block. If it gets eaten, it will send a signal through into that block. Then we want to take a redstone signal from that block and send it into a dispenser. Within that dispenser, we will have our shears. So it should be going there, like that. That will shear the sheep. So now the next part is we need to make sure we have collection system in place. So what we will do is we will have a hopper pointing into a chest, which I can probably place the chest in right over there. And then we will have a rail on top of that. And then we will have a hopper minecart on top of all of that, and that will complete the system. So all we need is a sheep inside, and then we will stuttering. We will have all of the colors of sheep in all of these chambers, but that is basically the full system. Pretty simple to do, and I hope this makes sense. I hope you understood how I explained it. So I'll go ahead and I'll finish all of these chambers. I am happy to report that all of the chambers are finished, so the last thing to do is just to take the last sheep and get him in the system, so I can show you how I get the sheep in. Normally they don't fall like that. They actually use the ladder, which was quite surprising. So I would just bring him up here, get him to hop in the block, in the space. Thank you. Go in there, Mr. Sheep. Inside. And then we just close them up and collect lead at the bottom. And there we go. Now, as you can see... Wait. Did my game not save? I think something weird happened to my game, because I did go ahead and color all these sheep. But anyway, as you can see, these are all 16 sheep in the chambers, and I should mention at this point why we're building a sheep farm. I want to make an iron farm in the next episode, but I need some beds, and I could have made this the simple way by just shearing some sheep, because it's quite quick, but I do want to automate the process of getting all of the kind of resources in Minecraft, and it just made sense to build this automated farm, because whenever I need wool in the future, for decorative purposes or a lot of beds or whatever, I do have access to that now. The final thing we need to do for this chamber is color all the sheep. I don't know if I'll be able to do that for this episode, but we do need to finish the walls and the ceiling. As I was decorating the room and trying to finish it up, I realized we don't have a way to get any shears in the dispensers, so I just added this little minecart line with a chest and a minecart running to the back over all of the hoppers, so that will refill all of the hoppers. It's very simple with the... Let me crouch in here. The hoppers, I have one hopper pointing in to the dispenser and one hopper just to collect things from the rail at the top. And all we have to do now is just finish up the wall bit here at the back. And then I should be done with this project. The last thing actually to do is color all the wool, but that'll be do... Can I stop stuttering? That'll do between episodes. But by adding the walls in here, that will kind of do it for this project. And there we have it, a completed automated wool farm. The walls can maybe use with some more detail work and the roof as well. But all in all, I am very happy with how this turned out. And while I've been working, I've been collecting wool over here, which means we are ready to get started on the iron farm in the next episode. I do need to figure out, I think I'll bring it closer to this spawn area. And or spawn area, this farming village. And as we end this episode off with, I can give you a final look on this whole design. I did realize I'm building very square, so we need to work some diagonals in and things like that. At least our roads aren't too straight. But slowly but surely my world is developing. And the main mission is always automated farms. That's what I like to do. Yes, next episode, iron farm. We have the wool for it. I think I'm going to bring it closer to the village here. We will have the villager breeder. Yeah, there's things I need to figure out. Do I bring the villager breeder right here? And then a little bit further away the iron farm? Or the other way around? There's some details I need to figure out. But next episode we'll get to the iron farm. Yes, thank you so much for watching this episode. And I'll see you next time.